Gayon means beautiful, yes.
And true to its meaning, Gayon started with very beautiful members.
Kita naman, di ba?
Nagsimula sila as a group of friends, as a support system, and eventually, beside their beauty, they found purpose.
Ang San Julian Pride, nagsimula siya ng 1980s pa. Ito ay isang grassroots organizations of gay men and transgender women na nakabase sa Eastern Samar. Nagsuserve siya sa the entire province of Eastern Samar, not just sa municipality of San Julian.
So yung pinaka-objective ng pathway is to capacitate the leaders and to organize these organizations so that they themselves can implement their own socio-economic activities.
Yung mga identified trainings namin under the Building Strong Foundation, ito yung mga activities sa tingin namin ay pwede namin i-share based from our experiences.
We help some organizations to do some general assembly. I-visit nila yung kailang mga strat plans, yung kailang mga VMGs, yung mga vision, missions, and goals.
Bukod sa community organizing, meron kang financial management. No? Bukod doon ay kailangan matuto ang mga every organization on how to deal or transact with different government agencies, particularly on sa kanilang mga government registrations, no? Mga requirements ito, even sa mga engagement with local government units.
Bago kami mag-implement ng BSF2, ang San Julian Pride, we got micro grants also from funding partners. Pero usually, mga small grants lang na kami ang nag-implement sa entire province namin.
Yung final na proposal po na ginawa ng BSF2 ng San Julian Pride ay yung naging po namin ay yung fund support mechanism, which is yung pagbibigay mismo ng direct support ng funding para sa mga organizations na kasama po sa cluster ng Building Strong Foundation Year 2.
Kami yung nagpo-fund manage. We partner also with other COA members. At ang scope is the whole Philippines na kasama ng network.
For us is a success story din ay yung birth mismo ng Bahagsubay Jansan. So it's an LGBT organization. Yung birth mismo ng Bahagsubay Jansan, yung naging parang boses din ng mga LGBTIQ+ people na nasa scope ng General Santos City. So sila po yung nakatutok doon.
Isang importanteng component ng organizing ay yung leadership.
Nagkaroon kami ng opportunity to first focus on the organizational level aspect, and at the same time, on the next cycle, nakapag-focus kami on the individual capacities ng ating mga leaders, where we touch established leaders and yung mga tinatawag nating second liners. One of the super happy accomplishment ng ating cluster ay natulungan natin yung La Bella Maricona de Mampang. It is a barangay-based organization in Zamboanga City na nagsimula siya as ayuda organization or yung mga organization natin na nabuo to facilitate access to COVID-19 ayuda from the government. Napaka-happy na isa na itong robust organization kung saan may recognized by their local government unit, madami ng members and intersectional and very diverse yung kanilang membership kung saan hindi lang LGBTQ ang kanilang members but at the same time they have IP members, Muslim members. Super happy na this young organization that is I think 4 to 5 years pa lang have already paved the way for other communities, yung mga neighboring barangays nila, to already create their own organization. So through the BSF, specifically the BSF Cycle 3, through the Capstone project that they did and nasuportahan ng Free to Be Me Philippines, through that project, they were able to facilitate the creation of Kasilasa organization, which is also an LGBT organization doon sa neighboring barangay nila. Nakapagbuo tayo ng 3 bagong LBQT organization, one in the province of Albay sa South Luzon, one in San Julian sa Eastern Samar, and then one in Zamboanga City, which is based in Mindanao. We were able to conduct the first LBQT conference na nagbunga ng isang LBQT agenda kung saan nailatag ng iba't iba nating LBQT leaders from all over the Philippines na highlight nila yung importansya ng pagkakaroon ng inclusive na disaster risk reduction and management. And of course, then especially from Zamboanga na highlight nila yung kahalagan ng pagkakaroon ng referral pathways, especially in terms of LBQT women na nakaka-experience ng discrimination and violence. During that conference, they have committed, especially, I believe it was NEDA, that they will be including key recommendations from that agenda sa paggawa ng kanilang mga pulis.
Kailangan i-train namin yung mga next generation leaders kasi kami tumatanda na. Yan na kailangan mag-identify kami at makapacitate din yung mga next leaders na magpapatuloy ng advocacy.